Hello, everyone. Hello, teachers. Hello, students. Welcome again to this class. Welcome. Thank you for being here on Sunday, sorry. I know that it's so difficult have time, especially in these days, so we really appreciate it. We're gonna start the class with a bit activity related to vocabulary. So give me one moment. I'm gonna present you my screen. Yeah. So this is a classic quizzes, a test in which you have to complete some sentences using the right word. This type of activity could improve your vocabulary, especially in the use of language part in the different international exams. So this is the code. I'm going to share with you the link to the game. So give me one moment, please. Okay. So you can start. Sorry, you can join the game using the code, or maybe using the link, or this QR if you want. And maybe you are on your cell phone. So we are one, two, three. We are four. So if Ryan is okay, we are waiting for Javier, Lina, Stefania as well, if you want. Okay, okay. You are ready? Okay, Lina, are you there, Lina? We are waiting for you.
Give me a sec, tutor.
Okay, no problem. Okay, perfect. Remember that in this game, if you answer quickly, you get more points. Yeah, so you have to write correctly and quickly to get more points than your other partners. Okay, thank you, teacher, for your cat. Okay, so we wanna start. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God, the music is so loud. Okay. Okay, I can see here. Okay, guys, I'm here watching your scores. Okay, Brian good, Lina good as well, Javier good. Oh, teacher, you are six in a row. Curious, curious. Okay, Efrain finished. Okay, thank you, Efrain. Step finished. We are waiting for the rest of the class. Oh, okay, we almost finished. Okay, Lina, one more, and okay. I think that we finished, so I'm gonna put the finish button. And oh, yes, I guess. Yes. Okay, so these are the podium. We have the teacher Steve in the first place, Efrain second, very good Efrain, and Lina in the number three. So guys, we're gonna check the okay, let me check this. Okay, they don't appear. Okay, here. Bueno, entonces vamos a darle una repasada rápida, pues con el objetivo de pronto no quitarle mucho tiempo a la teacher. Principalmente pues desarrollamos esta actividad porque como les mencioné anteriormente, este tipo de actividades de completar o de elegir las palabras más adecuadas se relacionan con una parte del examen que es el use of language o en uno se ha llamado la parte del grammar, sí, donde pues, o sí es como grammar y vocabulario donde pues es ese conocimiento léxico que tenemos del idioma. En ocasiones, al momento de nosotros pues responder estas preguntas, podemos pensar que todas podrían servir o que todas tienen una similitud o algo por el estilo. En los momentos en los que de pronto no sepamos cuál responder, sí, porque pues estamos tal vez entre dos o una, o de pronto no conozcamos el significado de todas, o cierto, podemos utilizar una técnica que pues es el descarte, es comenzar a mirar los contextos, mirar cuál es el contexto, tanto lo que va antes como después, sí, generalmente pues nos quedamos con lo que va antes de la oración, que es como lo que más podría combinar entre comillas, y no miramos lo que va después. Y realmente el contexto, que es lo que va después de ese espacio, es lo que nos va a dar la clave para nosotros pues saber cuál respuesta elegir, ¿cierto? Entonces, pues este fue un pequeño ejercicio para que ustedes pues también vayan conociendo y vayan aprendiendo un poco más sobre este vocabulario que pues también es muy importante en todas las partes de la prueba, ¿sí? Pues en todas las partes de la prueba, porque eso es lo que va a medir, es lo que nos va a dar nuestro puntaje al momento de que califiquen en cada parte de la prueba el uso del lenguaje, ¿cierto? Esas palabras de mayor nivel que estamos utilizando para nuestros argumentos, nuestra parte escrita, nuestra parte de producción escrita y verbal, o también para nosotros entender, porque mucha de nuestra recepción pues va a ser tanto los audios como los audios como el texto. Pues van a estar en este nivel, ¿cierto? Con esas palabras que tienen un lenguaje muy técnico o pues que no son tanto del común. Entonces, bueno, los felicito. I really congratulations for your participation and thank you so much for participating in this activity, guys. I'm gonna give the rest of the time to the teacher, Jessie. So, teacher, thank you so much, and you can continue with the class.
Okay, Juanpa, thank you so much for your activity. I really appreciate it. So, listo chicos, vamos a empezar el día de hoy. El día de hoy trajimos varias actividades, entonces espero pues que podamos aprender bastante. Ya les voy a compartir pantalla para que sepan, uy, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer el día de hoy? Mm, Ok, chicos. Today we are going to do different activities about listening part 4. ¿Alguien sabe o tiene algún conocimiento de listening part 4 in the CAE listening test? ¿O no doesn't have idea, no saben nada, no tienen cero conocimiento, no han hecho ningún examen, no nada, nada? Nothing about it?
Hello. Well, I don't think that I have a deep
Okay. And Lina, do you know listening part 4 or
like
you don't?
tests.
Okay. Yeah, continue.
No, but not about CAE
CE.
test,
Uh-huh.
listening test. Yeah. No, I
Okay.
haven't done any of it.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
And what
Same,
about
same
Lina?
here, teacher. Same
Okay.
here, teacher. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so the agenda for today, we are going to do to warm up. We are going to know what is the listening part, what is talking about it, some tips, practice and reflection. Today, it's a good activities for us. Listo, chicos. Entonces, vamos a hacer un warm-up, ¿sí? Antes de empezar ese warm-up, yo quiero que ustedes hoy tengan un enfoque, un enfoque claro de lo que es el listening, part 4, porque es uno de los listening donde uno necesita mayor concentración, ¿sí? Y de aquí deben de salir sus propias estrategias, ¿sí? Nosotros les podemos dar unos tips, pero siempre quien realiza el examen pues son ustedes. Y lo que permite es que cada uno de pronto diga, bueno, la teacher me dio este tips, pero yo cómo realmente lo puedo trabajar. Entonces, en el warm-up tenemos el primer activity, que es el voicemail message. ¿De qué se trata este voicemail message? Lo que lo que intentamos en esta clase es que ustedes tengan un audio acorde y puedan entender muy bien. Dentro del listening, que es el part 4, lo escuchamos 2 veces, ¿sí? Entonces, vamos a tener, si pueden, yo les doy 2 minuticos para que lo busquen, tengan lápiz o maybe a pen, a, a papelitos donde puedan hacer algunas notas, pero que de este voicemail ustedes puedan entender muy bien qué les están hablando para continuar con las preguntas. ¿Listo, chicos? Es como una adecuación al oído. Entonces, les doy 2 minuticos para que de pronto consigan un lápiz, un lapicero, o si lo quieren hacer en el blog de notas del compu, pues súper. O en las notas del cell phone, perfecto. Me dicen cuando estén listos, por favor. Bueno, me dicen, porfa, si me escuchan bien, si, si no tienen problemas con el audio.
Teacher, I can listen to you and everything. In my end,
Ev-
everything looks fine.
It's fine? Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay, Happy, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, chicos, 1 minute left. Okay, guys, 2 minutes, so it's enough time for start the warm-up. Me van a decir, por favor, si lo escuchan bien, ¿ok?
All right.
Everybody can listen very well, or not yet?
Teacher, can you try again?
Okay, sure. I'm coming. Okay, here we go again. Sorry. ¿Pueden escuchar bien? Okay.
I'm not listening anything.
Yeah, I'm not listening to anything.
Here. What about here?
No.
And now?
No, tutor.
Not at all.
Teacher, are you making sure that when you're sharing the screen, are you also sharing sound? Because those are different tabs.
Yeah, I know that, but I did it. So let
so
me,
weird.
okay. Let me see. Okay, I did it again, so let me know if you can listen.
Had an accident, and she's in hospital.
Now
Yep.
it's
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Okay, so please be careful, be focused here, and get your pen and your notebook close to you, and we are going to start with the voicemail message.
Hi, Bill. I'm really sorry, but I've got to work late at the office today. My sales manager had an accident, and she's in hospital, so I'm trying to do her work too. We've also got important visitors coming to the company tomorrow. I have to organize everything for that too, before I leave today. Don't worry about the children. My sister's meeting them from school, as usual, to take them to swimming lessons. She always drives them home after that. They'll be there around 7. Can you make sure they do their homework? Dinner's ready for you. I made a curry from the chicken and chili you bought. It's in the fridge. I'll buy a sandwich from the cafe downstairs. You can eat together. Don't wait for me. I'll be back no later than 9. Bye.
Okay. Everybody understand what she was talking about it?
Sorry, tutor. Did you ask us about what she was talking about on the email?
You're on mute,
Hey,
teacher.
you're you have your microphone off.
I'm so sorry. Did you get the message or not yet?
I did.
Okay, for you, what's easy or what's difficult to understand the topic?
It was easy for me.
Okay. Ajá. Listo. ¿Qué es lo que yo quiero ver antes? Ajá. Yeah, tell me.
No, sorry.
Ok. Ok, chicos, este primer warm-up, sin reglas, sin nada, haciéndolo así como a lo principiante, a lo loco, que nos permite ver que nosotros realmente comprendamos qué es lo que nos quieren decir, ¿sí? Porque solamente tenemos dos opciones, entonces, para poder escucharlo, ¿sí? Entonces, ¿qué es lo que necesitamos? Obtener bien el tema de lo que nos están hablando, porque después van a haber unas preguntas. Entonces, todos dijeron que lo habían escuchado súper, ¿cierto? Lina también lo escuchó bien, cogió algunas ideas o
Yes,
fue
teacher.
difícil.
It was
Ya,
easy,
ya.
it was easy for me, and I get the idea of the
Ajá,
whole context.
ya, ajá. Listo. Ok, continue. Okay, here, Jan is calling Bill to ask for some information. Efrain, tell me, what do you think? Is true or is false?
That's false.
False. Why?
Because she is letting his husband know that she isn't going to be early because she has to do some work because her sales manager is hospitalized, so she has to do her work.
Okay, got it. And Lina, what do you think about this answer?
I agree with Efrain, and it's false. And he said everything that that
Okay.
the woman says.
Okay, what about Eliani?
Yeah, I agree. She is not asking for information. She was just telling what
Yeah,
is going on.
yeah. Jan is asking for some information. So, check answer. That's correct. Excellent, guys. So we are continue with the second questions. Jen is coming home from work because she's not feeling well. What do you think, Eliani?
False.
False.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
She's not she's gonna be busy, but not um the
But
thing is
who is
she's gonna be busy,
uh-huh.
but uh so she's gonna be late, yeah,
Yep.
but not for that
Mhm.
reason.
Okay. Y los otros chicos, ¿qué piensan acerca de esa respuesta de Eliani?
Well, I think she's right. And the thing is that she the reason why she's not coming home early is not because she's feeling unwell, it's because she has to do some work.
She has to do
Okay.
extra work.
So is false or is true?
It's
False.
False. Okay. I heard in the listening that Jen's sales, if the sales manager wasn't well. Yeah. So that is the reason because it's false. Let me check. Check answer. So put false. Uh-huh. So we got it. Did you understand the answer? Everything? Everybody understand the answer?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay, look at here the next questions. There are people visiting Jean's company today. What's true or false? Yeah, Efrain, tell me.
That's false because on the voicemail message, she said that some people were going to come, but tomorrow, right? Not today.
Tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, it is the answer. Jean and Billy have family. True or false? Yep. Tell me, Efra.
Uh, that's true. And that information is present and explicitly stated when she mentions something about the kids, you know? So they, of course, they do have a family.
Mm-hmm. And Lina, what do you think about it? About Efrain answers? Or Eliani, are you agree with Efra or not? Or do you have another answer?
Um, yes, he said that is true, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
okay. Yeah, it's totally true. It's totally true. In the audio, they said that they have family. So congratulations. I think so that you have a good abilities in listening. Bill needs to pick up the children when their lesson finish. Mm, Laura Catalina, is true or is false?
I don't know. I don't remember this part.
Okay, it's okay. Don't worry.
Sorry, sorry.
Efra, tell me your answer.
That's false because the person that is going to meet the children is the Jean's sister.
Yeah, the Jean sisters. Yeah, this is the answer. Excellent. Okay. Jean will arrive home to have dinner with everyone. False or true?
False,
Why?
because she told them that don't wait for her when dinner.
Yeah. What do you think, Efra?
Well, I 100% agree with, I think it was Eliani, and I remember that she told him that she wasn't going to be early, so she asked him to have dinner with their children.
Yeah, it's totally true. It's false because Jane's going to eat at work. Okay. Jean asks Bill to do something for her. True or false? Efra, tell me. Thanks. ¿Me lo conectas, por favor?
Well, I think that I remember that she asked Billy to have dinner with the children. She asked Bill
Yeah.
to have dinner with the children.
Yeah. So it's true or false? I can hear you. So I'm so sorry. Can you repeat me
Uh,
again, please?
yeah, I think it's true. True.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, that's it's the reason. Okay, almost the last one. Jen says she will not arrive home after 9 o'clock. Is true or false? Efra,
Okay, well, that's false. Because if I can recall, she says that she won't arrive home before 9 o'clock.
okay. What do you think, Eliani and Laura?
Eliani?
Yeah, definitely. It is false because she is gonna be late, so she's gonna arrive um, after 9.
Okay. Give me a second, please.
Oh my God. We were wrong. I was wrong.
Oh no.
Ya. ¿Qué piensan ustedes aquí? ¿Qué pudo haber pasado en el listening?
Well, I have the answer for me. I have already the answer. The thing is that when she said, we'll be home no later, I couldn't understand that part, that specific part of the speech. So that's why I think that I was wrong here.
Ujú. Sí, ese pedacito yo sí lo escuché, pero cuando lo escuché la primera vez me pasó lo mismo que a ti, Efra, porque yo decía, ¿cómo así? O sea, si decía que no, pero ahora me dice que sí. Pero cuando lo escuché la segunda vez y me pude colocar los audífonos, total, y estuve en silencio, pude escuchar muy bien. Entonces, hay veces que uno necesita como estar mucho más concentrado en esta parte del listening, que es la part 4. Esto es como un preámbulo a lo que es el listening, pero nos ayuda como a encontrar nuestras debilidades para convertirlas en fortalezas. ¿Listo? Em, Realmente, pues creo que ustedes tienen un muy buen listening. Sí, este listening, esa actividad de listening fue más que todo para un listening de A1 y de A2, para personas que apenas están como aprendiendo a adecuar esa habilidad. Entonces, quiero decirles que realmente es bueno saber que ustedes, primero, están participando súper bien y segundo, pues realmente están en un nivel más alto que el básico, ¿sí? Entonces, la siguiente actividad es Changing Plants, es otra actividad de warm-up, pero ya es un nivel diferente. Ya no estamos en Basic, sino en Intermediate, ¿sí? Entonces, ¿por qué lo hice así? Porque la idea es que ustedes se vayan conociendo, ¿sí? Y sepan conocer se hagan como un DOFA en la parte del listening. Entonces, listo, voy a compartir acá pantalla. Me dicen, porfa, si pueden escuchar y si pueden ver. Listo. Ok, chicos, ¿pueden ver?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I see.
Ok, tenemos otros chicos que se acabaron de unir. Entonces, chicos, bienvenidos. Realmente en este momento estamos haciendo la segunda parte del warm-up. Me disculpan los sonidos de fondo, estoy en la parte más silenciosa de la casa, pero pues a veces se interconectan como esos ruidos de la calle, lo siento. La idea, chicos, es conocer nuestras habilidades en el listening, porque el listening part 4 en el CAE test es totalmente diferente. Aquí tenemos que estar mucho más enfocado porque si hay diferentes actividades, tenemos que estar como escuchando a más o menos 5 personas a la vez, ¿sí? Entonces, changing plans, listen to people talking about changing their plans to practice and improve your listening skills. Entonces, vamos a escuchar 2 veces, ¿sí? La idea es escuchar 2 veces muy bien. Vamos a hablar de lo que ellos están hablando acerca de ese cambio de planes que tienen y empezamos a hacer la actividad. ¿Listo? Entonces me dicen si escuchan, por favor.
This recording is from the British Council.
¿Todos escucharon? Yep, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Okay, here we go.
Sachiko.
Francesco, is everything okay?
Yes, yes. Sorry. I saw you and I was across the street. I ran.
I see. What's up?
Do you have the tickets for the play?
No, I don't. I'm going to buy them this afternoon.
Oh, good, good. Listen, don't buy tickets for this Friday.
Oh, why not?
I can't go to the theatre on Friday. Something's come up. I have a concert this Friday.
Another concert? But you said...
I know. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Francesco.
How about next week? Are you free then? I can definitely go next Friday.
Francesco, you did this 2 weeks ago, remember? I had cinema tickets for the new Marvel movie, and you changed the plans them too, for band practice.
I know, and
We
I...
also missed my favorite dance group, because your band was playing at some child's birthday party.
It was my nephew's birthday. Okay, why don't we go out for dinner before my concert? Then next Friday, we can go to the play.
Oh,
Come on, Sachi. Just this one more time.
okay. But promise me next Friday, okay?
I promise. I promise.
This recording is from the British Council. To find more activities to practice your English, visit
Ok, chicos, vamos a hacerlo la segunda vez.
This recording is from the British Council.
Sachiko.
Francesco, is everything okay?
Yes, yes. Sorry. I saw you and I was across the street. I ran.
I see. What's up?
Do you have the tickets for the play?
No, I don't. I'm going to buy them this afternoon.
Oh, good, good. Listen, don't buy tickets for this Friday.
Oh, why not?
I can't go to the theatre on Friday. Something's come up. I have a concert this Friday.
Another concert? But you said...
I know. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Francesco.
How about next week? Are you free then? I can definitely go next Friday.
Francesco, you did this 2 weeks ago, remember? I had cinema tickets for the new Marvel movie, and you changed the plans them too, for band practice.
I know, and
We
I...
also missed my favorite dance group because your band was playing at some child's birthday party.
It was my nephew's birthday. Okay, why don't we go out for dinner before my concert? Then next Friday, we can go to the play.
Oh,
Come on, Sachi. Just this one more time.
okay. But promise me next Friday, okay?
I promise. I promise.
Ok. Listo, chicos, cuéntenme cómo les fue. Fácil, difícil, pudieron captar la idea. Easy, ok. The other
For me too.
verse,
For me too was
okay.
easy.
Okay. What about for Laura, Brian, Jessica?
For me, it was okay, but I have a question
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
I don't, I didn't understand a part that
Yeah,
what is ban? Bam? Something like that.
listo. Tenlo ahí escrito a un ladito. Ya vamos para allá.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Jessica,
Hello, pues entendí mayor parte.
ok, no importa. Tranquila. Es la idea que cojamos como las partecitas más importantes o lo que nosotros más podamos. ¿Listo? ¿Alguien más? Ok, Laura Catarina dice good. Efraín ya me dijo easy. Brian Steven.
Was good.
Ok. Listo. Aquí nos vamos a compartir pantalla para empezar a hacer la activity. ¿Sí? Eliani, can you read please the tax one?
Okay. Changing
Go ahead.
plans 1. Listen and choose Francesco, the man, or Sashi, the woman, to complete the sentences. Runs across the street. Francesco or Sashi?
Tell me your answer, please.
Francesco.
Okay, and everybody is agree with Eliani?
I agree.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Francesco. The next one. Laura, can you read, please?
Of course, it's going to buy tickets for the play. Sashi.
Sashi. Okay, everybody is agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sashi.
Okay. Number 3, Efra, can you read, please?
Can go to the play this Friday? And the answer is Francesco. Francesco can go to the play this Friday.
Yeah. Everybody is agree with the Efra's answers?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Jessie, can you read, please, the next one?
Is a musician, Francisco Sachi. Sashi?
Everybody is agree?
No, I'm not.
Agree.
Agree.
Everybody is agree?
No,
Yeah?
I'm not agree.
No,
I'm not
agree too. Why? Why? Tell me why.
Well, I don't
there,
agree.
One at a time, please. Okay, first Lina, and the next is Efra.
It's just because Francesco had a band practice those days before.
Yeah, and Efra?
Well, something similar to what Lina said. Francesco had a band practice.
Yeah, this is the answer.
He,
The
of
answer
course, is
is
a musician.
yeah. You got it. You got it. Okay, the next one. Isn't happy about the situation, Francesco or Sashi?
Sashi?
Sashi.
Sashi. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, had tickets to the cinema. Who? What person?
Sashi?
Yeah. Like dance shows, Francesco or Sashi? That was easy.
Sashi. As you mentioned.
Sashi. And the last one suggests that they go out to dinner, Francesco or Sashi?
Francesco.
Francesco.
I
Yeah,
agree.
everybody agree. You got the 100% score. So you did it. Listo, chicos. Cuéntenme qué pudieron descubrir en estos dos warm-up.
Well, I didn't discover, but I like how can I say this word? I just reproved like again, or I proved again to myself that I'm, even though I need to sharpen my listening skills, I realize that I'm not on a basic level when it comes to listening. I think that I'm more like advanced, intermediate advanced level. This is like the one of the skills that I need to improve the more, but I consider that I have good skills so far.
Okay, another person?
Even though the ones that you shared with us at the one that you shared with us at the first was a basic had a basic level, but if we don't uh, put the enough attention, we would probably get wrong in the answers. So it's also important to pay attention to anything that we listen in any part.
Yeah. Anyone else? Sí, chicos, miren, que empecé por el nivel A1. ¿Por qué? Porque, pues primero, no todos tenemos esa habilidad tan desarrollada, ¿cierto? Hay personas que nosotros creemos que nuestro nivel es mucho más alto, pero a veces cuando empezamos nuevamente desde el nivel 0, desde el nivel 1, empezamos a descubrir que no todas las pronunciaciones, por decirlo así, no sé si me hago entender, y me refiero a las pronunciaciones, es a las diferentes nacionalidades de las personas, podemos encontrar que para nosotros hablar el inglés, para nosotros que somos latinos, es mucho más fácil entenderle a un latino que entenderle a un musulmán o a un hindú, ¿sí? Porque ellos tienen un diferente abecedario, diferente movimiento sublingual, entonces eso hace que muchas veces sea diferente. O por ejemplo, cuando hablamos con un norteamericano o cuando hablamos con un británico. ¿Sí? Entonces, por eso empecé por esta parte. Las clases pasadas, mis compañeros hicieron un listening part 3 en donde explicaron realmente como estos tips, ¿sí? Entonces, realmente después de esos tips, venía como un warm-up de listening total para poder concentrarnos en los listenings que vamos a hacer ahora. Yo sé que a veces es como un poquito aburridor porque pues hoy es domingo, pero la idea es que hoy terminemos tipo 6:30, que tengamos como ese descansito de 30 minutos, 15 minutos por hora más o menos, pero que nos enfoquemos realmente en comprender cuáles son esos tips o esas strategies que nosotros necesitamos para hacer un buen listening, ¿sí? Entonces, la idea, chicos, es que ustedes, si ustedes tienen un nivel alto, traten en lo posible de que cuando van a hacer una práctica empiecen desde el nivel 1 o desde el nivel 0, como le digo yo, y empecemos a subir el nivel. ¿Por qué? Porque a través de eso podemos comprender más y hacer más auditivo nuestro oído y trabajarlo más. No sé si me hago entender, si todos entendieron, si no, me van comentando, por favor. Chicos, ¿me cuentan?
I got it.
Ok. Ok, perfect. So, como les había dicho, vamos a trabajar el listening part 4. El listening part 4 es un poquitico más, complicadito, por decirlo así. El listening part 4, vamos a tener 5 personas que van a hablar en el mismo instante. Y eso no se nos hace fácil poder escuchar, o podemos escuchar, pero no nos va a ser fácil entenderlo. Dentro del listening del part 4, vamos a ver que nos van a hablar de un topic y 5 personas van a hablar acerca de ese mismo topic, pero con diferente comprensión, con diferente contexto. Y es ahí donde ponemos nuestra habilidad de listening a un rendimiento muy alto, a la cual nosotros tenemos que estar mucho, chicos, mucho más enfocado. Por eso les decía que lo primero que debemos de hacer antes de empezar siempre un listening es tener a mano una hojita, lapicero o lápiz, lo que ustedes deseen, cualquiera de las dos, para escribir esas ideas importantes dentro de esa clase. ¿Listo? Entonces, ¿alguno de ustedes ya ha presentado algún examen? ¿Ninguno? Laura nos dice que no. ¿Los demás? ¿Ninguno? Sea el que del Michigan, TOEFL, Aptis. Ok. Entonces, chicos, realmente hay un señor que me gusta mucho. Se los voy a presentar. Él es el teacher Phil. Cuando yo fui a presentar mi examen, pues realmente seguía como muchas cositas de lo que él dice. Nos vamos a tomar unos minuticos importantes. Quiero que lo escuchen muy bien, ¿sí? Realmente es una persona que tiene muchos tips, ¿sí? Entonces, vamos a escucharlo. Y en la hojita que cada uno tiene al lado, va a escribir los tips que él nos dé. Y de aquí vamos a nosotros sacar esos tips y esas strategies que ustedes creen que son importantes según la habilidad y el nivel que cada uno tiene. ¿Todos están de acuerdo? ¿Todos están listos?
Yep.
Ok. Eliane está lista. Freddy, Laura, Jessica, Lina, Brian. Yep. Listo, chicos.
Yep.
Perfect. Ujú. Listo, chicos. Entonces, son 15 minutos. Sí, yo sé que es un tiempo un poquitico larguito, pero son diferentes estrategias que él nos da a las que comúnmente nosotros conocemos. Yo quiero que cada uno se tome el tiempo, las escuche y las escriba y ahorita compartamos esas estrategias. ¿Listo? Entonces, me dicen, porfa, si escuchan o no.
Exam from A2 key all the way to C2 proficiency. Luckily, are definitely. In this video, we focus on listening. The listening tests in Cambridge exams are definitely one of the most difficult and most hated parts. But don't hide under your bed frozen in fear, because Teacher Phil is here to save the day. Hi and welcome to Teacher Phil, where I help people like you pass their Cambridge exam. All jokes aside, listening is really one of the most difficult parts in any Cambridge exam, from A2 key all the way to C2 proficiency. Luckily, there are some common problems and principles that apply to all the different exams. So we are going to look at them one by one until you feel more confident and calm. When we talk about common problems, I don't mean your language level. I trust that your level is high enough for the level of exam that you're trying to take. Instead, I want to touch on some very specific problems that can cost candidates valuable marks, as well as the strategies to overcome these issues. Even though I'm a great teacher and some might even say that I'm the best. One thing I cannot do is control time, and neither can you. In your listening exam, all you can do is following the recording. There is no option for you to stop the recording or rewind and listen to a very specific part that you didn't fully understand. You get it done while listening or you don't. It's that simple. Luckily, there is one thing that Cambridge does for you, like a nice little birthday gift. And there's also another thing that you can do to help yourself. Firstly, you can always listen to each recording twice. That gives you the opportunity to listen one more time, just in case there are some answers you didn't catch during the first listening. So rule number one, don't panic, because there's always a second time that you can listen. Secondly, and this is the thing that you can do to help yourself, there's always a little bit of time for you to look at the questions as well as the answers before the recording starts. So of course you could decide to lean back, look out the window and marvel at the beauty of life. Or you could take your pencil and make good use of these precious seconds that you have. You can always underline some important words or make some notes about important missing information. What exactly to do in each part, we are going to look at in the next section of this video. But always remember, don't waste your time. Use it effectively. The second huge problem with Cambridge listening is that many candidates don't really know what they've signed up for. So they are surprised by the different kinds of tasks and don't really know what to do. Can I tell you a secret? There are only 4 different task types in Cambridge listening, from A2 key all the way to C2 proficiency. That's right. No matter what your level is, the task types are pretty much the same. So instead of going through each exam and the specific tasks, I thought it would make more sense to go through the different task types, which will save us all a lot of time and give you all the right information in one single video. The most common task is the 3-option multiple choice task. We find it in really each exam, and it always works in a very similar way. You listen to either one longer or several shorter recordings. With each recording come one or several questions, each of which has 3 possible options, A, B, or C, and you have to choose the correct one. The possible answers might come in the form of pictures, for example in A2 key or B1 preliminary, or of course in written form. The idea here is always the same. Underline the most important words in the questions as well as in the answers. Or if you have pictures as the possible answers, make a short note about what you can see in each image. This way you can focus on the essentials and find the correct answer more easily. A variation we can find of the 3-option multiple choice is the 4-option multiple choice answer, which we can find in the higher level exams like C1 Advanced and C2 Proficiency. As you might guess, there's simply one more answer option for you to consider. However, the strategy here changes quite dramatically. Of course, some candidates can still cope with the extra information, but for many, this just becomes a little bit too much and they struggle with the flood of information and get confused during the listening. My pro tip: initially, only focus on the questions and try to ignore the answers completely. Instead, during the first listening, try to answer the questions yourself based on what you hear in the recording. When you listen for the second time, take your own answer and compare it to the answer options and see which ones match. I know it sounds scary to completely ignore a whole part of a task, but trust me, it works and can help you tremendously. The third variety of task we can find in Cambridge Listening is the so-called gap fill or sentence completion task. Depending on your level, the information you have to fill into the gaps can be more simple or more complex, but the major principles stay the same for all the different tests. Before you listen, have a look at the task and make a short note about what kind of information is missing in each gap. So when the recording starts, you know what to listen for, and this way you can find the missing words or the missing information more easily. My next pro tip: start with the last gap or the last sentence and work your way up to the beginning. From my experience, candidates get tired towards the end of the recording, so they need more help with the last few gaps in the exercise. So make sure that you have all your helpful information ready at least for the second half of the gapped sentences. Also, try to listen for cues. A cue is a small piece of information that signals to you that you are about to hear a correct answer. In this type of task, cues are typically paraphrased versions of some part of the sentences, so you need to be ready to identify these cues so you can listen up and find the correct piece of information. In this example, Sally went to an exhibition to see a specific painting. What painting did she want to check out? You can pause the video for a moment and look for the answer. The correct answer is a painting of a horse. If you chose rainbow or castle as the answer, you got probably tricked by misleading cues. Remember, the sentence talks about what Sally wanted to see. In the recording, there is the cue of a painting she was really keen to find, which is the cue for the correct answer. In this case, the painting of a horse. The difficulty here is to identify the cues for the wrong alternatives as well, so you don't get confused and choose a false option just because it's a kind of painting as well. Context matters. So always listen to the whole recording and try to listen for cues before choosing your answer. Last but not least, we have matching tasks. Again, they always follow the same idea. You need to listen to different people and match them to one of several options. In A2 key, for example, you have to match single words to each speaker, while in higher level exams, like in C1 Advanced or C2 Proficiency, you need to do 2 matching tasks with more complex answers at the same time. The task can be more simple or more complex, but the principles never change. Before the recording starts, look at the possible answers and highlight or underline the most important parts. In some exams, like A2 Key, where the answers are just one word, this might not be necessary. But if the possible answers are a little bit more complex, I would definitely recommend doing it. If during the first listening you are 100% sure about one or a few of the answers, make sure you cross them out on your question paper so they are out of the way for the second round of listening. Also, pencil in some of the answers that you are not 100% sure about. If for the second listening you only have to choose between 2 or possibly 3 of the answer options for one of the speakers, that can already be helpful instead of having to look at all the different options again. So there you have it. Knowing how the different tasks in your listening exam work is essential, and I hope that now after this section you feel a little bit more confident with this. However, there is one more thing we need to talk about. Getting distracted during the listening test is another common problem that many of my students, for example, complain about. And with getting distracted, I don't mean little cute squirrels that you might see outside the window, but elements that are built into the listening exam that are designed to confuse you. So let's have a look at an example from a B2 first listening so you can see distractors in action. You can see the underlined parts, which all talk about one of the possible answers, A, B, or C. The problem is that only one of them can be correct. In this case, C is the right choice. In A, the young man says that he has reached a high level, but still wants to get better, which means that he is not satisfied, as answer A suggests. In B, he talks about other climbers and that dangerous situations don't affect him. So there you have it. In the recording, all 3 options are mentioned, but the wrong ones are usually contradicted in some way. For example, they might use some linking expressions of contrast or simply add another piece of information that makes the answer incorrect. So the question is, how can you deal with distractors? I think there are 2 possible strategies, and you can choose which one you like more, or if you can use both of them. First of all, listen to the whole recording before making your decision. Try to listen for this specific language that I've just mentioned, like contrasting ideas or extra information that makes the answer incorrect, before choosing your option. Secondly, you can do what I mentioned earlier with the 4 option multiple choice question types and simply ignore the possible answers when listening for the first time. Answer the questions based on what you hear and not based on the possible answers. And once you've listened, you can then compare your own answer with the options and choose the one that matches. Thank you for watching until the end. The listening tests at the various levels are not that different, at least when we look at the different types of task. But it is vital that you know how to use your time effectively, underlining and highlighting important parts and making notes about missing information, so you can score the highest marks possible. We also learned that it is important to know how to deal with distractors. But now I hope that you know what they look like and how to deal with them. If you want, I can also be your teacher.
Ok, chicos. Cuéntenme cómo les fue.
Well, I think no, I really like the way he explained the concepts and the way how he delivered the tips for the appropriate listening performance during the task.
Okay. Another opinion? Hey, girls. Your opinion, please.
He said really good tips for taking those type of exams. So, so it's good to put them in practice. So, yeah, I like the way that how he explained that.
Okay. So here in my screen, you can see that is a construction about tips and strategy about us. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. So they are multiple speakers. So we have to take notes and don't panic about the exam. Give me, déjame por acá donde está. Brian, tell me another tip.
So I consider that we have to be able just to manage the time.
Manage the time, okay. How come? How you can do it during the test?
So basically, I think that is very important just to focus on the question that they are asking, and then we can figure out what is the correct information or something like that.
Okay. Another tips that it's important in listening part 4.
The other one that I heard was that it's important that we know the type of task.
Can you repeat it again? Because I can hear you very well. If you want, you can write it on the chat.
Can you hear me clearer now?
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
I think so that it's my internet because here it's raining. So sometimes the connection is violent. So no, the tax type. Okay, Efrain say to know the tax type. Okay, perfect. Another one.
Another that I heard from him, it was the focus to the answers, not just
Yeah.
the
question.
the answer, not just the responses, the options. Because in my case, I always do that focus on the options, and never I focus on the questions.
So focus on the question, focus on the answer.
On the answers.
Okay, another one. Do you know when he say that it's important when you are listening, when you are in the listening, you can write your own answers, and then you can compare your answer and with the answer in the sheet. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
And what do you think about it? What do you think about that? Is easy compare your answer on the answer sheet when we have enough times or when we don't have enough time on the test?
Well, I think that by doing that, we spend more time, you know. So the main idea or insight that I got from what he said is that in order for us to save time, we have first to focus on the questions, and we have to try to answer the question on our minds before checking the answer, so we can check if any of the answers matches with the answer that we previously answered on our mind. So that saves us more time.
Yeah, excellent. So it will be the tips number 7. On your words. Efra.
Are you asking a question?
Yeah, sure. I'm talking with you. Because this
Okay.
part is really important. So you have a good opinion about it, and you tell me the thing that I wanted to know, that I wanted to listen in some students. So just let me know how can write the tips number 7.
Well, I might try to. Well, I wrote down the tip just like this. First, focus on the questions, and then try to answer those questions before checking the answers. I think it's too long, but that's the way how I wrote it down.
Okay, focus on the questions.
As first,
Then,
in the first place. Then
okay.
try to answer before checking the actual answers, so we can like get to know if
Okay,
the question.
slowly, please. Slowly, please. Then try to answer
Yeah, before checking the actual answers. Try to answer
before before the check-in.
before checking the actual answers.
Sure. Okay. Another students, what do you think about it? Or what do you understand about another tips or strategy? Hey, girls. Hey, girls. Hello, Eliani, Laura,
I think I
Lina.
have one more. I think I don't know if it's correct about the linking words in
Yeah.
the linking words, because sometimes these words contrast or reinforce the answer. Yes, answer yes, something like that. I understand something like that.
Okay. Eliani, what do you think about the Laura tips?
Um, yeah, it's a good tip. We need to be to focus also our attention in what is asking us. What is asking is if is because maybe because of the not, it changed the whole question, and we need to be really concentrated on what they're reading as well.
Yeah, always focus. So, Laura, tell me how can write your tip.
Like pay attention to the linking words, because
Focus on the linking
words.
On the linking words. Okay. somebody has another tips or another strategy?
Also, he mentioned something about the identify the cues that we can find on the text. So that's one of the tips.
Yeah, he
The main
tells some.
words. So the main words, the cues.
Okay, how you can write these tips?
I'm not really sure, but maybe the questions can bring up the answer, or the cues, the word cues.
The words what?
Cues.
How you can spell it?
CUES.
Like that? B-U what?
No, I write it in the chat.
CUES.
Okay, another one?
He said that we have to avoid getting distracted.
Yeah. Distract. Okay, distractions. Okay, another one.
I would like to know something. I don't know if I'm wrong, but he mentioned something about start with the last gaps in a question gaps. I don't know if somebody knows the answer.
Okay, ¿alguien puede ayudarle a Laura con esa idea?
Could you repeat that, please?
No, it's something that I listened in the video that he mentioned that we can start with the last gap in the questions gaps. Like a strategy that he mentioned, but I didn't understand.
Brian, what do you think about this tip?
Can you repeat that for me, please?
No. It's not a question. It's like try to clarify something in the video, because he mentioned something about the to start with the last gap in questions gaps. When we have to do these question gaps, he said something like we can start with the last gap. I don't know if I'm wrong, or maybe.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Ok, ¿quién escuchó este pedazo que Laura nos está hablando?
Well, I did hear what she is talking about. The thing is that it's like a sub tip, it's something that he mentioned inside a main tip, and I didn't write down like the subtips, but just the main ideas that I could get from it.
Yeah, excellent, Efra. So how we can write these here in tips and strategies?
I have something like start with the last gap.
Okay.
Sometimes the simpler, the better.
Yeah. Ok. Ok, chicos, tenemos 11, 11 tips and strategies que ustedes acabaron de crear, según lo que escuchamos de alguien que tiene mucha experiencia acerca del CAE, ¿sí? ¿Por qué lo hago así? Porque me gusta que cada uno, a partir de lo que escucha y de lo que es, de las notas que tomó, practique como un poquitico también ese speaking, ¿sí? Y nosotros podamos adecuar el oído a las diferentes pronunciaciones y a los diferentes niveles de inglés que cada uno tiene, ¿sí? Entonces, ya estamos prontos a terminar, pero sí realmente quiero felicitarlos porque ustedes tienen un nivel de inglés muy alto y esto es muy bueno para estas pruebas. Sin embargo, quiero que tengan en cuenta que cuando uno sigue ciertos tips, pues eso ayuda más a lo que uno sabe, ¿sí? Entonces, quiero escucharlos ahora desde su propia habilidad, desde su propio nivel de inglés y según los tips que nosotros acabamos de escuchar y de los tips que nosotros acabamos de escribir entre todos. ¿Cuáles son los tips en los cuales ustedes se deben de enfocar en un listening? Tienen exactamente unos 5, 6 minuticos para que lo piensen y ahorita, apenas pasen esos 5 minutos, hablemos acerca de esos tips que cada uno debe de tener. ¿Listo? So you can go ahead. ¿Listo, chicos?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody's ready?
Yep, I think so.
I think so, okay. Ok, chicos, la idea es terminar faltando un cuartico para las 7. Bueno, la idea era terminar a las 6:30, pero ya son las 6:40, entonces la idea es como hablar de esto. Voy a dejarles, vamos a hacer cada uno un listening, que es un advance que pues que ya lo tenía preparado, pero la idea es que lo hagamos, por eso quiero hacerlo como lo más easy que podamos, eh, para que discutamos sobre esto y sepan cómo va a ser esa parte de los five speakers. Listo, entonces, Efra, te escucho. ¿Cuáles crees que son tus propias estrategias que debes usar según lo que vimos y según tus habilidades y según tu nivel de inglés?
Okay, well, I think that the tip that he shared that most stuck with me is the one of the last one, and it's about not getting distracted. The thing with me is that, well, I have taken several tests, and they are proof that I have a advanced level on four main skills. But sometimes when I'm about to take a test, I get like very panic. I don't know why, but it's something like that comes from me because I tend to overthink everything. So when he mentioned that it's important to avoid panicking and avoid getting distracted, I just, like I hold on to that because I need to do it. I need to be calm. I need to avoid getting distracted by my own negative thoughts in order for me to have a clear mindset. So when I get to present the test, I get the best results. So that's like my main self examination or my self feedback.
Okay, perfect. Do you know what? When I was on the on schools, um, I was very nervous, a person very nervous, so I had to do different strategies about this. And now, these strategies or these topics or these tips, whatever that you want to know it, um, was does help me to do a good test. So the first one, I don't know if you were in our last classes, in these classes, but I did some topics about it. The first one is get good, una buena respiración. No sé si la conociste o si estuviste en nuestras clases, pero es tener una buena respiración. Sostengo 5 segundos y suelto por 6 segundos, y vuelvo y ya lo hago suavemente, lo más suave que tú puedas hacer cuando vayas a ingresar en la prueba. Lo segundo es mirarte el espejo antes de salir de casa. Yo creo, yo puedo, yo confío, yo lo voy a lograr. Trabajar tu subconsciente es una forma muy buena de evitar este panic, ¿sí? Llevar tu agüita, y para no distraerte a veces es bueno un chicle o unas mentas que tú puedas, o unos certs, no sé, que puedas masticar mientras estás en las pruebas. Y cada vez que estos nervios eh, te ataquen, realmente volver a respirar profundo, soltar lo que tienes en la mano, respirar muy, muy profundo, sostener y exhalar para poder realmente equilibrar el sistema nervioso y empezar a hacer una nueva prueba. Pero cada vez que lo sientas, debes de parar el examen por 1 o 2 minutos No importa porque no es perder el tiempo, realmente lo estás ganando porque estás tranquilizando tu sistema nervioso para volver a retomar con todo el conocimiento que tienes. ¿Listo?
All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much for your tips.
Another person, you're welcome.
I would like to say that about the clues that was mentioned at the almost the end, because I usually try to search the exact sentence that would give me the answer, but in many speeches, it is not exactly I want to get. So I need to focus more on understanding the idea, understanding the way that people is explaining more than just looking for a word. I think that it is important for me because I used to to look for a word, and also to take notes because it make my to set my my mind to, my mind to be
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you
So
know, take notes always help. Always helps in every case. So this is really important in when you want to get a good test. Okay, what about Laura, Lina, and Brian?
Hey, I just want to say that I have overall strategies according to the listening test. So understand how many sections there are very important just to identify the question types. For example, multiple choice, matching, not completion. So that's very good strategy. And also, so you usually hear the audio 1 or 2 times. So the preparation and focus are key, definitely. And so I have been practicing some active listening. So it's very important just to check first the question with the specific details, the main ideas, and the attitude and opinions as well. So because we're going to try to predict the kind of information that we are going to hear. So this is very important. And don't don't panic. So if probably we miss any information, we need to move quickly and just try to rethink about the idea or the context that we're listening. So it's very important just to contextualize the information that they are giving us. So also, as mentioned before, it's very important just to read the question before listening. So we're going to quickly scan the question during the short preparation time because we have a short preparation. And then we are going to analyze the keywords or sometimes it's very important just to think about the synonyms because the audio often use different words so with the same meaning that's the key as well. And that's it. So I think that my classmate mentioned about the note taking, so this is important as well. And yeah, so just training and focus.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome, Brian. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so we are going to do the last listening. La idea aquí se los voy a enviar a cada uno, ¿sí? Por el interno, por el chat. Lo vamos a realizar cada uno. La idea es que lo hagamos. El audio se demora 3 minutos con 24. Son 5 personas y tenemos que responder exactamente 10. Tenemos que escoger 10 respuestas. ¿Listo? Tenemos exactamente unos 6 minutos para realizarlo. ¿A todos les abrió el link?
yeah.
Ok,
Yes, miss.
entonces vamos a empezar just right now, ¿ok? Les voy a contabilizar el tiempo. Hagan en cuenta que ustedes están haciendo la prueba, los están supervisando y exactamente tienen 6 minutos, ¿ok? Entonces empezamos a la cuenta de ya. Okay, chicos, it's time. Efra, give me the first speaker. Which of the list you selected?
Okay. Give me a sec. Well, for questions 1 to 5, choose from the list the type of holiday the person had. Speaker 1. Well, I must confess that this was a tough one because they took too fast and this British accent that drive me crazy sometimes
Yeah.
played a lot with my mind. But I might say, and I must be sincere that I'm not quite sure, but I say that the speaker 1 refers to a stay with relatives.
Okay. Stay with relatives. Okay. Everyone,
Yeah.
it's agree with that?
Yeah, I selected the same one. I'm not so sure, but I'm I, the same as Efra. I'm
Okay,
not so
why?
sure, but I just selected that stay with.
Okay. Another
Well,
person have different different answer?
I would like to say the same, but I didn't understand.
Ok, pero no la vayan a cambiar,
So hard.
todavía no lo vamos a hacer, ¿listo? Ok. Okay, everybody put I stay with relatives, right?
He was talking about the when he was a kid. So I was trying to understand that.
But you didn't understand the exercise, or you tried it, or just was busy for do it? Just let me know,
No,
Brian.
no, I mean, so I was trying to identify some of
Oh,
the
okay, okay.
information that was given me. So, and he was talking about when he was a kid. So I related to give me 1 second.
Okay.
At home.
Uh-huh, at home. Because he was what? He was really what?
Because he was talking about when he was a child. So he was
Yeah.
talking about what he usually do. And also he mentioned a lot of different stuff regarding with the home. So I was trying to relate it.
Yeah, it's like he was very, very, very busy about it, some about different tasks, and he was a break at home. That's the answer. Because he
Exactly.
was, uh-huh. And one
He never
another
mentioned the
opinion.
relative.
Yeah, awesome. So, I know that you understand, y se los dije ahora, nosotros empezamos con ejercicios de nivel A en el warm-up, después hicimos uno del B, y ahora en este estamos haciendo uno del C con los tips que escuchamos del profe, con los tips que creamos entre todos y aplicamos en la parte 4. Y miren que no fue fácil. Fue algo con tiempo, fueron solamente 5 minutos y realmente entender el speaker 1, después el speaker 2, después el speaker 3, después el speaker 4 y el 5, nos hace que tengamos que estar realmente enfocados para escoger la respuesta que es. Nos vamos para la segunda. Speaker 2, Laura.
No, miss. I
No,
really don't
you
understand.
didn't
No.
get it. Okay, don't worry. Eliani.
I selected a campaign trip because she mentioned that she didn't worry about the tickets. Well, the to go to the hotel. Well, that's the stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. Another answer? Efra or Brian?
Yeah, the first of all, I tried to identify the context. So she was trying, yeah, she was basically explaining about the holiday. That was the first impression that I got. So
Yeah.
holiday. But then I got a struggle because we have multiple choices regarding with holidays. So I was trying to figure out what specific holiday she was. So it was like, oh my goodness, a little bit crazy and a little bit tricky as well. But at the end of the conversation, I tried to get the cotton, it's like a cottage holiday.
Ujú. ¿Fue fácil
Yeah.
para ti encontrar esa respuesta o no? What's easy
Mm,
or what's totally difficult because had different information?
exactly. So it was a little bit tricky, to be honest. Pero primero me enfoqué, bueno, voy a hablar en español, me enfoqué
Don't worry.
básicamente como lo primero que hice fue revisar cuáles son las opciones que tenemos ahí antes de empezar la actividad. Si ustedes se fijan, hay muchas opciones que están relacionadas con holiday. A cooking holiday, a working holiday. So, como que al principio estaba un poco confundido, pero ya luego, a medida que ya va desarrollando como su audio, como que empieza uno a agarrar ciertas características. So the characteristics are very important when you are going to identify the context. So yeah,
Ujú.
that's what I did, and that's what I usually work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
What the other person think about it?
well, we are talking about the speaker too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, this option is like it was like one of the easiest ones for me because they're talking about a cottage holiday, and this is something quite common. In this case, it helped me to figure out the right answer if that's the right answer, of course. Like a it's not a tradition, but it's like a common behavior that North American and European people have, that they love going out for cottage holidays. So well, I have to highlight that something that stuck out with me is what the speaker says about that we don't have to go in vast distances, and we were sitting at a pub by the riverside. when
Yeah.
when the speaker said something about a pub in a riverside, just my mind let me know that they were talking about just like going in a cottage in the middle of a town, or a rural town or something like that, a place nearby the lake, and these kind of things that they show us a lot in movies. We see a lot of that in movies. So that's what I'm sure about the answer.
Listo. ¿Qué piensan las otras chicas de eso que nos acaba de decir Efraín?
Amazing. But I didn't knew that word, so that was not an option for me because I didn't have that vocabulary. But
Yeah.
great.
Ok. Bueno, chicos, alcanzamos a hacer, no sé si ustedes tengan el tiempo, por mí no hay problema, ¿sí? Pero la idea es que lleguemos a como a entender todo esto, porque como se los decía, pasar de la parte A, después al B y después al C, es realmente algo como, ¿qué es esto? ¿Por qué esto así? Si venía tan fácil y esto era súper fácil, ¿sí? Entonces, lo que yo quiero es que ustedes comprendan que todos los niveles son importantes y no solamente importantes, sino que los tips y las estrategias que acabamos de encontrar, y si yo las aplico a mis necesidades, realmente podemos encontrar la respuesta adecuada para cada speaker o para cada pregunta, ¿sí? Ustedes me dicen si seguimos, chicos, o si lo terminan. Bueno, ustedes me dirán porque ya las 2 horas las acabamos. Es según la disponibilidad del tiempo de ustedes.
Well, I can keep on, so if I can be here.
Okay. The other guys?
Yeah. For me, there is no.
Okay.
For me, there is
Listo.
no problem.
Okay. Okay. Listo, chicos. Entonces seguimos. Y pues los que se tengan que retirar porque tengan alguna clase, alguna actividad, pues listo. Pero entonces los otros seguimos porque la idea es como encontrar cada vez estas respuestas. ¿Listo? Entonces, entendimos la primera y la segunda con lo que nos acaba de decir Brian, con lo que nos acaba de decir Eliani y con lo que nos acaba de decir Efra. ¿Lo comprendieron? ¿Lo entendieron? ¿Tienen alguna duda?
No.
Porque, ok, en la segunda, pero la primera sí. Eliani.
No, I don't have a question about it. It's just that I
Okay,
didn't.
we are in a speaker two. We are in a speaker two.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is a cottage holiday, but you had another answer. But Brian told us, Brian told us why he can figure out this answer and why. Brian nos dijo cómo logró encontrar esto. Para él tampoco fue fácil, pero resulta de que en la última parte del listening del speaker 2, no sé si alcanzaron a tomar nota, él decía que él podía ir a unas vacaciones exóticas, ¿sí? Y que él podía como hacer esto realidad, pero para un tiempo después. Durante el, aquí, durante en las elecciones que nosotros tenemos algo muy parecido, que eran dos, el Cottage Holiday y el Tropical Destination, ¿sí? Pero cuando nosotros fuimos realmente al listening y escuchamos, por eso miren que solamente fue una vez que yo les di el tiempo, él hablaba de baggage. ¿Qué otro vocabulario encontraron o escribieron o captaron ustedes de lo que el speaker tú habló?
El speaker menciona algo de hanging around airports. So the
Ya.
keyword is airport. And when
Eh,
we go to a different place outside of our countries, we need to take an airplane or an airport. So that's why I just discard the option of the tropical holiday.
yeah. Another vocabulary, hotels. He talked about hotels. And another one that you catch up.
Airport.
Airports. Another one that is really important that help us to get this cottage holiday. ¿No?
Check in, check out.
Ya. Y hay algo muy importante. Miren que una parte en la cual yo me equivoqué también y cuando hice el segundo audio, pude encontrar que no era la Tropical Destination, porque hubo una parte en la que él dice exactamente que él quiere sentarse como en un lugar donde haya un riverside. Y cuando nos hablan de un riverside, no podemos decir que hay tropical destination. Porque, ¿qué creen ustedes que viene con el tropical y que viene con cottage holiday? ¿O saben por lo menos qué es el cottage holiday?
Well, as I said before, with the tropical thing, we imagine beaches, sea, and with
Yeah.
cottage, we imagine something like in the middle of a wood nearby a lake and something like quite cozy and very homely.
Yeah, right. So you can find the difference about tropical destination y cottage holiday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh-huh.
the opposite.
That is the opposite. You did it. You got it. So, we are going to the, déjenme un momentito, es que le está escribiendo a mi otro teacher. Speaker 3. Laura, did you get a speaker 3?
No, miss. I will
No.
be here only for listen you.
Okay, don't worry,
this
no te preocupes. Estamos simulamos el test con un solo audio, ¿sí? Y trabajamos, en ese momento pues seguimos trabajando como la parte de la respuesta correcta según el vocabulario y como lo common que nosotros podemos encontrar en lo que dijo cada speaker. ¿Listo? Entonces, who want to talk about the speaker 3?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the correct answer is working holiday. So I decided to choose that correct question because she mentioned something important regarding with my feet was killing me. Es decir, como que su pie se estaba muriendo o lo estaban matando. Entonces lo asocié. I associated that one with walking. So that was basically the keyword that I used to identify the correct question. The correct answer, sorry.
Yeah. Another person have another answer or understood another thing?
No, I didn't understand another thing because that was one of the things that made me choose the walking holiday. But additionally, I also heard something about I like never being so tired in his life. So it came to my mind that we end up being so tired after walking. You know, when you walk a lot, you end up being worn out and super, super, super tired. So that's why I thought about just like walking holiday.
Okay. So what was your answer?
A walking holiday.
Okay, got it. Okay, I understand another thing, but now I contextualize everything. Okay, and Eliani?
Oh, no, I didn't understand that one.
Okay, so wasn't easy to understand the topic about the speaker 3, right?
Yep.
What do you think that was difficult in that moment?
I don't know, maybe my vocabulary, I'm not sure. Because
or the pronunciation, maybe?
It could be the pronunciation or the vocabulary. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it just come like something great.
Yeah, I understand. Y yo trato, por ejemplo, de hacerles estas preguntas es para que ustedes entiendan cuál fue el mistake que no hizo que ustedes reconocieran exactamente esa respuesta, para que el día del examen ustedes no tengan esa duda. Entonces, por ejemplo, si yo no pude entender muy bien el speaker 3 porque su pronunciación fue totalmente diferente, porque fue británica, porque fue un musulmán, porque fue un hindú, porque fue alguien que es totalmente diferente a lo que nosotros escuchamos. Entonces yo trato de encontrar ese tip o ese mistake y empiezo a buscar pronunciaciones así para que mi oído se empiece a adecuar, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, para las personas que hablamos todos los días el inglés y hablamos con diferentes personas de todo el mundo, pues se nos hace más fácil, pero para otras personas que estudian, que trabajan, que tienen hijos, que solamente estudian de noche, pues a veces no es tan fácil, pero entonces es encontrar esos mistakes que no nos permiten como encontrar o entender ese listening y empezar a trabajar sobre esa debilidad y convertirla en una fortaleza, que era lo que yo les decía al principio. Entonces, bueno, Efra y Brian exactamente dieron en el punto del holiday porque resulta de que él empezó a decir fue un trabajo muy duro. Mis pies me estaban matando, ¿sí? Otra parte que escogí también y que escribí por acá fue un trip. Y realmente hubo un pedazo en el que alguien carry for me, o sea, como que alguien tuvo que ayudarlo o algo, entonces ahí fue cuando yo dije, listo, entonces realmente fue algo de caminar y caminar y caminar y fue como un viaje. Entonces, cuando yo vengo aquí a seleccionar mi respuesta, encuentro que está, bueno, lo mismo, stay with relatives, a cottage holiday, a tropical destination, que no van nada que ver con lo que nos están hablando, pero hubo un pedazo que sí me confundió, no sé si a ustedes les pasó, que fue el camping trip y el walking holiday. Porque realmente yo decía camping trip, pues en el camping uno también lleva sus cosas, viaja, pero por lo general cuando uno va a acampar, siempre llega a ese sitio ¿en qué? En carro, en moto, o a no ser cuando uno va a hacer un camping en la montaña, por allá en el Yellowstone súper rico, entonces uno tiene que caminar ciertas partes. Y esa parte me hizo a mí pensar realmente qué era, pero dentro de mis notas, vi que él realmente nunca había hecho algo así y que estaba sorprendentemente cansado de sus pies. Entonces yo dije, realmente aquí dentro de esto no me están hablando a mí nada del camping. Y estaba confundida. Yo dije, no es nada de camping porque no me están hablando de que yo tengo que llevar comida, de que tengo que llevar esto, de que tengo que cargar esto, de que tengo que guardar esta comida en algún lado, sino que me están hablando es de walking. Y por eso, esa respuesta es, porque miren que nosotros podamos que no entendamos todo el párrafo o todo lo que nos están hablando, pero si cogemos ese vocabulario o empezamos a tomar esas notas, eso nos ayuda mucho. Vamos al speaker 4, chicos. Efra, tell me about the speaker 4.
Okay, well, actually, I don't have an answer for this speaker because this was like the hardest one. He or she doesn't or she didn't use like pretty common vocabulary. Actually, I just got lost in some of the words that mentioned, and obviously the speed when they were talking about when he was talking about just got me lost, and that's what I said that drive me crazy, right? So I don't have an answer right for here, to be honest.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Eliani or Laura or Brian?
If Brian doesn't have the answer, also I don't have.
Don't worry, don't worry. Laura, no te preocupes por eso si tú no tienes las respuestas o algo, porque de todas maneras tú estás haciendo el ejercicio, ¿sí? Y de eso se trata esta clase. Nosotros lo decíamos, yo no sé, chicos, si ustedes empezaron desde la clase 1 con nosotros, pero cada uno de nosotros tiene un enfoque totalmente diferente, ¿sí? Entonces, nosotros hablábamos que no importaba el nivel de inglés que ustedes tuvieran, sino realmente entender y comprender y llegar a construir esas debilidades o esas amenazas que nosotros tenemos dentro de un examen. ¿Sí? Entonces, esas dos cositas las tenemos que convertir en unas oportunidades para nosotros mismos. Una de las cosas que nosotros también hablábamos es que el nivel de inglés es importante, obviamente porque nos ayuda a entender mucho más la prueba, pero realmente reconocer los tips y las estrategias que nos pueden ayudar a encontrar esas preguntas mientras nosotros estamos haciendo esta clase, te ayuda a ti a reconocer es eso en que tú tienes que mejorar, ¿sí? Entonces no te preocupes por eso. La idea es que tú adecues en ese momento tu oído y escuches, por ejemplo, mira, Brian tiene una excelente pronunciación y es diferente a la de Efraín, ¿sí? Entonces eso también nos ayuda como uno, hijo mamá, tengo que concentrarme y tengo que trabajar mucho más el cerebro para escucharle a uno de ellos. Entonces no te preocupes porque de una u otra forma te estás preparando, ¿ok? Entonces, chicos, vamos a hacerlos hasta el speaker 5. Vamos en el speaker 4. Efra nos dijo que fue difícil para él. Quiero escuchar a Brian o a Eliani.
So, I just want to say basically that this part was a little bit tricky as well. But I tried to relay the information that she was giving us because she was focusing basically on talking about her husband, how her husband managed the time, decide the food that they eat, and everything. So I tried to relate it with family members or something like that. And also she said that he wasn't polite. So it was a keyword as well, just to I don't know, to identify properly the information that she was mentioning. Yeah, but it's so
Yeah,
tricky. So I think that it's
I
very tricky
know, I
when
know.
yeah, it's very tricky, especially because you have to identify the accent, and yeah, so every every people who's speaking in the lesson activity were different. So it's like, ooh.
Just like oops, really? How come? I know, and I understand this part because this is one of the things that I suffered on the some years ago. For me, it was so disturbing my mind. This disturbing my mind, but I had to work it out very careful and every day for did a better job in this mistake of me. So Brian told us very important that in the speaker he told about the husband, right? Husband, it's part of my family or not?
Yes.
Guys,
Of
do you know
course.
what I mean? Do you know what I mean? When we are talk about husband, a husband is a family of us, right? Or for example, my wife or my parents or my nephew. This is your family, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So with this information, just with husband, and we don't have more vocabulary or things that help us to find a good questions. What do you think that is really help us to find a right answer? Por ejemplo, lo que les quiero decir es lo siguiente, no sé si me di a entender o no, pero Brian nos dio algo muy importante, ¿sí? Un tip como algo chiquito, para él fue muy difícil encontrarlo, pero él entendió que hablaban del husband. ¿Quién es el husband? El esposo, ¿cierto? Y cuando sabemos que estaban hablando de esto, yo, por ejemplo, tengo aquí apuntado de las expectativas, de lo que querían lograr. ¿Qué creen ustedes que según las respuestas que nosotros tenemos acá, me pueden estar hablando? O tener por lo menos dos opciones.
I think that
Hello.
yes, I think that the most important part of the listening comprehension is basically get a context. It's just to contextualize the information that the
Yeah.
person who is speaking is giving us. So that's basically the most fundamental part.
Yeah, you got it. Efra, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I agree with Brian, and it's important, to bear in mind the context because the context gives you the cues and clues that you need to, to like decipher about what you're hearing. So I agree with him, and I think that uh, all of the actions, like when I want to go deeper, but I want to mention that I think that the right answer might be a mini break. I say this because if we are talking about a husband and a wife, then we expect that they need like a break from the routines or the daily stuff, the work and so on. So I think that a mini break would be like the most appropriate option. So yeah, that's harsh for me because I mainly because of the accent and the speed, right? But according to the context, I may say that that's the answer.
Yeah, yeah. I know that it's very difficult. Lo que yo les decía, la pronunciación, las nacionalidades, esto no es muy fácil, ¿sí? Pero crean en ustedes porque tienen todo el potencial y toda la actitud y lo van a lograr. Entonces, como para culminar, porque ya me estoy tomando mucho más del tiempo, la respuesta al speaker for es el relative, ¿sí? Ya, Efraín, el vocabulario desconocido lo mata mucho a uno en estas pruebas. Mm, pero sí, listo. Es el relative porque el relative quiere decir parientes, sí es que parents, parientes, ¿sí? Entonces, esta es la respuesta correcta porque habla mucho pues de lo que ellos quieren, de mi esposo, de lo que significa él para mí. Algunas cosas que copié también es como las expectativas que yo tengo frente a él, frente a mi relación. Entonces, eso me ayudó muchísimo, ¿sí? ¿Qué tips les voy a dar? No sé si ustedes estuvieron en mis clases pasadas, pero uno de los tips que me ayudó muchísimo, es, se los voy a escribir acá. Es un jueguito que se llama Free Rise. Es súper bueno porque nos ayuda a obtener muchísimo vocabulario, demasiado vocabulario. Este jueguito trata de que entre más sinónimos tengas, si reconoces el significado de cada palabra, puedes realmente donar arroz o vegetales para los países del mundo en los que aguantan mucha hambre. Entonces, contribuimos por dos partes, pueden trabajarlo. También nos ayuda muchísimo a la gramática. Se los recomiendo, chicos. Y no, pues dejémoslo hasta
Sorry.
acá porque ya son las 7:30.
Sorry. Is that an app or a website?
It's a website.
Okay, thank you so
Pero
much.
se los recomiendo, es súper, súper bueno, nos ayuda mucho a obtener vocabulario y tiene muchas otras partes también. Entonces, no, chicos, realmente muchas gracias, muchas gracias por estar acá conmigo estas 2 horas y media. Espero que les sirva muchísimo, nos vamos a seguir viendo. Prometo la próxima vez tomarme menos tiempo. Y no, nada, quiero escucharlos, cómo se sintieron, qué les pareció muy largo, muy aburridor al principio. Yo sé que al principio es tenaz porque uno trata como de encontrar qué es lo que ustedes saben, qué es lo que ustedes conocen, como el diagnóstico para empezar a trabajar.
I just can say that it was just amazing, and I've learned so much and also practice, which is what we are here. That's the
Okay,
reason we are here. So
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, another opinion?
Oh, well, I have to thank you again. This is the second class, the third class I joined, and this is the second class you are the guiding tutor. So the past one was about answering or writing. Yeah, no, it was about speaking, and this one
Speaking.
is about listening. Yeah. So, well, I have to thank you for all the tips, the videos, and the resources that you share. So deeply, deeply grateful for it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And the last opinion, guys?
Gracias por la oportunidad de compartir un poco, pues, el conocimiento en este espacio. Creo que es bastante constructivista. Y pues nada, esperemos que sigamos aprendiendo juntos. Pues yo siento que como docente uno siempre aprende tanto de los estudiantes como ellos de nosotros. Entonces es bien interesante estos espacios. Y pues gracias por tomarte el tiempo de organizar, porque yo sé que eso también es un trabajo, es un tiempo que uno saca. Entonces es bastante valioso. Lo aprecio un montón.
Ay, bueno, me alegra mucho, chicos, que les haya gustado, de verdad. Yo sé que me tomé mucho el tiempo, pero Brian lo dijo, yo soy una docente constructivista, ese es mi enfoque. Llevo 12 años en la docencia, mi carrera es otra, pero realmente llevo 10 años aprendiendo muchísimo. Dije, no, vamos a darle a esta licenciatura, entonces lo hago con todo el amor del mundo y no, saben que aquí estamos siempre para apoyarlos. Cualquier cosa nos pueden escribir entre semana y no nada, para adelante, que para atrás asustan. Un abrazo, bendecida noche, que descansen, que coman algo súper rico, se lo merecen y nos estamos viendo esta semana. ¿Ok?
Miss, I have a question so fast.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yo podría, me gustaría como obtener los links de las grabaciones de encuentros anteriores, puesto que es mi primera vez en
Tranquilo. Listo, escríbeme mañana en la mañana y yo te digo dónde nosotros lo tenemos en el chat, porque nosotros ya lo habíamos enviado, pero vuelvo y lo envío. ¿Ok?
Okay, Miss, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye, guys.
Have a good
See
day.
ya. You too.